Hello, I'm Anthony Russo. I'm an executive producer and director on the show, and I directed this episode.
I'm Gillian Jacobs, and I play Britta in this episode only.
I'm Yvette Nicole Brown, and I play Shirley.
There you are. I'm Andy Barbaro, and I wrote this episode.
Hello. This is our first commentary recording for season 2.
And this is Andy's first at all.
First ever.
First one. Welcome, sir.
Yeah. Oh, there's the...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Baby shower, mealy pop. Jim Rash ate that stuff on every take.
Yeah. What was it? Was it like...
It was real mealy pop. They got authentic.
Oh, God.
That's how good our props department is.
I just looked up on Wikipedia what would be like an African dish, and that's what I found. I had no idea they would actually make it. I thought they'd give it something palatable. I hope it was good to eat.
Can we talk a second about the fabulous Malcolm Jamal Warner?
Yeah.
Hi.
Go ahead.
I love him. I've been very loudly proclaiming my love for him, and we were so honored to have him on the show, and that's all I'm going to say because I think the restraining order prevents me from saying more. He was great as Andre.
As I said, Yvette was so active in getting Malcolm on the show that we had to give her producer credit. So.
I love him.
There is a line coming up that Ken Jeong has that he could not get through that took us about an hour to get this line because he broke down hysterically laughing.
And it never made it in, I don't think.
It was him singing into your belly.
Right.
Yes.
Singing.
But it never even made it into the final show because I don't think they had a tape where he didn't laugh.
We're so glad we spent an hour.
It was like one of those hysterical laughing fits that you just can't get your way out of.
Oh, Jim Rash. He's so brilliant.
When Jim Rash, when I write down Dean Pelton on a script, it ends up taking over the whole scene. It's just really fun to write for.
Do you think of the costume first?
It's not a bad way to approach the character. I think that's how Dean Pelton approaches his day.
His day. Who am I today?
But I do remember I had a ton of, I became so focused on him eating this goo. And I had like 5 or 6, I kept going back to it in the original writer's draft. So much of just about him eating goo.
What is that thing called? A cootie, what do they call
Cootie
it?
catcher.
Cootie catcher. I used to make those when I was in junior.
That is Enver, whose last name I cannot pronounce.
Barbara.
We think it's Jokaj.
And he plays my love interest in this episode. Luca, I actually met him like years ago. We were both guest stars on the show called The Book of Daniel, which was a very short-lived NBC show in which Jesus was a character.
Oh, I would like that show. That was Shirley, everybody.
And I run into him a few times since then, and then you guys cast him, and then I had to kiss him. So
This right here is the funniest thing. My goodness, Gillian Jacobs.
Yeah.
it's always a good sign when you're humiliated after every take that you're on the right road.
I definitely remember a moment when I whispered to Anthony on this one, let's just tell Danny and Donald to let her to leave her hanging.
And they did.
It was a wonderful hanging.
Yeah, I love the interplay between you and Danny and Donald in this. I think you guys are great together.
You're not allowed.
Yeah, it's a great story.
It's like 5-5-year-old. Five. There's only 3 of us.
Your addition is not very good, you know.
That's why I'm an actor.
That's right.
I'm not qualified for anything
Bring it
else.
home, Stink. Bring it
There
home.
are 5 people in the scene, correct?
There were 4.
I ruined Jeff.
No, there's that midget who lives in Danny's dorm.
There's the 5th one.
Jeff
The
Nipple Play Winger
imaginary
is the
Jeff
5th character in
Winger.
the
Oh, and this is a great shout out to the paintball episode from season 1 and a precursor to our season finale of season 2. Paintball, it's all downhill from there.
Yo, it is so early for a precursor.
But that's what it was.
I
That's
know,
what it
I
was.
do believe it, but the word was so big.
Oh, you
Early in
objected to the
it's
word?
early in the morning.
Sorry.
Here we go.
Oh, this is my scene with Jeff.
See, pieces of paper stapled together, a lot of...
There was a lot of discussion about how much paper he should be holding. Like we started out with a book, like an encyclopedia, and then it just kind of ended up being like 3 big, thick, stapled pages.
We had a lot of paper, then we had a little
paper. Then we split the difference.
Split the difference. Yeah.
Split the difference.
It was a good choice, I think.
It was.
It really made the episode work.
It did. I mean, it hinges
Having
on
the
that.
right amount of paper is a big part of the game.
Well, you don't want to undermine the credibility and believability of the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah, because later we're going to have a man crawling through vents in a police station, so we got to really make sure this is grounded.
And a man chasing his
own tail. Ken Jeong is fearless. There's nothing he will not do for a laugh. I love it.
Can we talk about your purse, Yvette?
Let's talk about it.
Is it ever not with you?
It's never not with me. And well, no, let's talk about this kissing here, lady. Yeah. Let's talk about that.
This was one of the most quickly shot, lit and shot scenes in Community history.
Really? How quick was it?
Here's the thing. It was
almost
the TCA's, and which is the Television Critics Association sort of summit. And Gillian had to get there, so we had to get her out of there. So we blazed through this scene so unbelievably fast. I was a little freaked out by it.
Yeah.
But it turned out
luckily
well.
they were both really on it.
Yeah.
Enver was fantastic.
Yeah. But you'll notice there are some shots of the back of Gillian's head in this scene that are not Gillian.
Are you kidding?
Who'd you get in there?
Your stand-in.
Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Andy.
I didn't even notice that. I have to look for it now.
See if you
all the kissing is me, though.
that is all you.
I will not have a double do my kissing for me.
That's
it has to
in your
be
deal,
my
isn't it?
distinctive brand.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot better.
You don't crawl away anymore.
I know. I was gonna say first season, I just would look humiliated and pained after every take of having to kiss someone. And I've really tried to take into account that it doesn't make the other person feel very good when you have that kind of look on your face. So now I just try to smile after every take. But it's kind of, I'm shy, so it's kind of odd to kiss people. Kiss
in front of a whole bunch of people.
Not Gillian.
Yeah. That's not you.
That's not me.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That blur is not Gillian.
I love this so much. The cutting.
Great housemate.
I love Jeff's house.
Oh, he's got his Spanish matador portrait from his office in the corner.
Yep. Paying attention to the details.
I love it. Continuity. Bring it back.
This is when Joel was changing his hair a little bit. This was his new look.
Oh, was this
This was the
This
bang.
must have been after like a production hiatus.
Really? Do
think
you guys have discussions about our hair and stuff? Like, let's try this different thing.
No, we make fun of the decisions you guys make.
No.
That's helpful.
That's great. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Oh, he's crying.
That's a fake tear. Come
It
on.
was. That was glycerin.
That looks like glycerin. It's not even moving. It's called a spade.
But the
a spade.
sentiment is real.
It is. The feeling behind it is
Oh,
real.
this was the day. This takes me back to the day that Judd Apatow just happened by our.
Oh, that's
our
Really?
this
set.
episode's
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Judd
that was
was
the
shooting
same?
something for an award show with Ken, I think.
Oh
was it?
yeah.
All of a sudden,
was-
Judd Apatow just walked in, and I'm sitting there like
This is surreal.
a little starstruck.
Hey,
I
Joe.
have to say.
Tim Tebow, NFL player, wandered
Just
onto our
wandered on
set,
set.
during
Wow.
a different episode.
John Legend wandered on for an episode.
Wow.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Judd's better.
What other guest cameos have we had on our set,
On the
behind the camera?
behind the scenes, who's come?
A lot of my friends.
A lot
Yeah.
of my friends.
Yeah.
I think one time Chevy Chase came by.
He did.
He was confused
He
though.
was.
Yeah.
He just kind of
He quickly
wandered on the
left
set.
when he realized it was a community set.
This is when now this story. I like how this storyline starts to thicken as Britta is sort of burdened
Yeah.
with this knowledge of this war criminal.
Oh God! In the original draft, the story was a little different, and he was in a poetry class with her, Luca, and once again, once that entered the script, I couldn't stop writing his poems that were meant to be like double entendres, like where he's talking about the horrors of war, and that you reveal later he's talking about the joy of killing people. I had pages and pages of him just going on and on.
And didn't you play the part of Luca in our table read, Andy Bobro?
Oh yeah.
With great flourish.
I did. Yeah. I'm getting pretty good at table reads because I've decided that shouting is a good substitute for acting.
Well, it's a character you clearly identify with.
I was always impressed with Ken in this scene because I don't know what that accent is.
It was like a colonel. It was like a foghorn leghorn.
Foghorn leghorn a little bit. This little
Sort
sensible
of like
sweater.
Mid-Atlantic, circa 1950.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's just so.
His darting eyes.
I know, it's just so beautiful in its craziness.
This is the kind of thing when this is happening on the set. There's a video feed up to Dan Harmon's office, and then frequently I'm texting him saying, "Could you take a look? Ken's doing something. I'm not sure you're gonna like it." Is it constant checking in with Dan? Like, is Ken off the rails here? Well, let's face it. I mean, Ken's always off the rails. It's just how close to the rails do we need to get him?
This is the third rail.
Ken is a very, experimental performer. So we try a lot of things with him. There's more Ken that ends up on the editing room floor than any other character.
Yeah.
But that's part of his awesome process.
Yeah.
I love when I get to yell at Joel McHale.
This is one of my favorite scenes in this.
I kind of like this scene too.
This is a great moment for a vet right here.
Not gonna make a pregnant woman storm off. Look at them.
Oh, Shirley and Jeff.
Maggots that they are.
Whoa, Luca, I didn't know we got extra points for killing villagers.
Particularly fun detail of screams and mayhem in the video game.
Unbelievable.
Or my Trekkies do it in the Final Frontier hat.
That's my hat.
Really? Are you sure?
Yep.
Oh,
Gosh,
Britta.
I
Britta
love
makes me laugh.
Britta
Replace her.
with the
Really?
voice.
She's like, I can totally sell that. Oh, Lord. This makes my palms sweat.
No, this is
an
so,
awesome scene.
this is really great comedy.
Serious ass right now. He just set fire to a farmer's market.
Bang bang your day.
Also, Enver, has not done a lot of TV comedy, and when I was doing that Genie Bottle song, he was just looking at us like, "What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Where am I? Get me back to the dollhouse."
I always
set.
have that feeling. Yeah, when we get dramatic actors on the show, we're like, "Hey, we're doing a little circus here. I hope you like it."
Kick Muncher 3 when you have to deliver lines like Kick Muncher 3.
Yeah. But he
He's
jumped
doing
right in.
really
He was
well.
fantastic.
Yeah, he's great.
But you want a war criminal to play it straight.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
He was wonderful in this role.
Maybe.
Would you please leave?
And this is a great moment for you. Yeah. Oh, we just missed it.
Yeah.
That was hard. Oh, God.
Once again, texting Dan. Are these shoes okay?
Hello, Malcolm.
Malcolm's back.
Hey, Ken really commits to every
He really does.
prop
He really
action
does.
that he has. Still has the
Yeah.
world's greatest dad mug.
And this little dainty little cross-leg pose. Love it.
Ken and I actually can wear each other's shoes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You do that
Interesting, 'cause
often?
you have very
We
similar
have done
feet.
it in the past. I had on a pair of little red flats with bows, and he put them on. And I put on his Ken actually wears sneakers with Velcro. So
That's a doctor thing, I think, in case he has to do something fast to save a life.
Because doctors often
that's
have to
kind.
jump out of their
Right?
shoes.
That's kind.
Save a life quickly? I don't know.
Oh my God, he's a doctor.
He is a doctor.
Just
But you know what? When
In
he
a
goes
good
into
way.
his, when he goes into his doctor mode, he completely changes.
Yeah.
All of that other stuff falls away, and he's really serious. And
What's this extra action going on in the back with the skirt and her being
Sure.
like,
Her
stealing
skirt got
focus.
caught on the-
Stealing focus.
damn you.
Kick Puncher 3, the final kicking DVD is missing.
Here
Oh, can we
go.
talk about the? Oh, okay.
What's that go?
Yeah,
was
talk
gonna
about a
say-
stink.
this is my favorite thing. First of all, can I just say what's coming up here is the coolest thing I've ever seen Gillian do.
Oh!
Just complete unassisted comedy, just setting herself up. I'm crazy about this scene.
However, no. That would mean that you guys would have to stop hanging out. No!
It's just
We have video of you taking the DVD, Britta.
What?
So dumb.
You have security
If you crawl in, no one will notice.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, no. This scene is like a solo for you.
yeah.
Wow, that comes in handy.
I don't understand why you would do this and then try to pin it on Luca. Now you're just
ruining cool guys for fun. It's just cruelty, Britta. You're inhuman. You're an inhuman person.
Human.
For realsies. I did this.
I love all these phrases that
For
Britta
realsies.
loves, like realsies and Dodoy and
Yeah.
all these.
That's all Dan Harmon,
I
like
love-
5-year-old Dan Harmon.
I love it.
Luca's a monster for realsies.
You just got caught red-handed borrowing a DVD without permission.
I like that that's the thing that they're most upset. You broke our lending policies.
Yeah.
Much worse than Tall Kyle.
How many times has Joel appeared in exercise gear on this show?
I don't know, but I'm grateful. These are children played by
yes.
Darian Smalling and Curtis Harris.
Thank you.
And they were
You're
great.
welcome. They were great.
And I was sitting there behind the camera with their moms, raving about them.
Were you scared about what Ken was going to say in front of the children?
Oh God, I didn't even think about that. Thanks for scaring me.
No, he's a parent.
retroactively.
He's a parent.
Yeah,
he's
he-
hyper aware of that
Yeah,
stuff.
he is.
But he is a loose cannon.
But his kids are still young enough where he can basically say anything he wants.
That's
true.
That's true.
You can't do anything.
It was sort of a weird scene to put in front of kids because they're talking about racism and mistaking them for other kids. And I was a little nervous just sitting there with their moms, but the kids just jumped right into it.
Yeah.
Who's Shirley? Shirley's your mom, dumbass.
My mom's name's LaQuanda.
Hey, that's racist. Wait, is your mom's name really LaQuanda?
Yeah, you said you were a friend of hers. Why didn't you know that, dumbass?
I do. I just playing an educational game with you.
All right, don't give me that lip.
Hey, kids.
These kids ad-libbed, like they improved with him.
They
Did they?
wanted
Oh, they
to
did?
get.
Yeah, we just let him keep insulting
We had
him.
to sit on them. They were so eager to improv.
How hard did Joel work out that he's still glistening with sweat? An hour from the joke.
I'm sure he
drove
was doing
home.
push-up specs.
No, he
Backstage.
ran home.
He ran home.
Far away from here.
I like that in season 2 we got to see everybody's homes more, and we got to see
Yeah.
everybody away from the study room, and this interaction of having Senior Chang live with Jeff, and I've really loved all those scenes in their poor condo.
Oh,
Now here
Poor
comes
Jeff.
Ken's
Officer Baby.
Officer Baby, fantastic.
Played by Charlie Sanders. That was an
He did
ad
a
lib.
very nice job, and later on you'll see Ken Jeong as an improv where he dubs him Officer Baby.
The first time I heard it, it made me laugh really hard on set. Really hard. I'm still laughing at it. This was the first time I thought that Shirley and Jeff were really maybe mean people. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
we really went
Yeah,
up to the
this is-
line.
yeah, like I really thought they were not really nice. You know,
Yeah.
the fact that they would, you know, want to do that to him, to Senior Chang.
Well, that's it. Chang takes people to places
To that
they-
level.
they would never go otherwise.
Right.
You know, he's very unique and special.
Small.
And Ken ad-libbed a hello to the extra
Yeah,
every
but
single
yeah.
time. He changed it every single time.
Yeah.
So let's talk more about Malcolm Jamal Warner.
I would love to. What would you like to talk about Malcolm Jamal
How does
Warner?
he smell?
Malcolm Jamal Warner smells like springtime and new love. At first blush of love. No, he smells
Is it true or
amazing.
untrue that he
He
gave
should
you a gift
bottle that.
when he rapped?
Oh, well. Malcolm Jamal Warner is I always say his full name, first of all. He's a gentleman, and he did give me a thank you gift when we rapped for helping him get the job. I talked about him so much, they gave him a job. So, no, he's a really kind guy, and he did give me a thank you gift, which I thought was really nice.
He's the perfect guy, besides being your crush. He's the perfect guy to play your husband.
Who said crush?
I
No
didn't-
one
I'm
said
sorry.
crush.
Yeah.
Just like his work as an actor, and I've liked it since I was a kid watching Cosby Show. Whatever.
But here we had created this character who, in season 1, was only described as this philandering, like,
Right.
jackass.
Dating a stripper,
Right.
taking your minivan.
His face like instantly rehabilitates Andre. Like,
Exactly.
right? It's
Right.
just
He just made a mistake.
Yeah, he brings so much goodwill, you know, just as himself that it fixed everything that we had. Because otherwise, he'd be a real cat.
Right.
It's
In the
amazing
viewer's
what
eyes.
looks do for
I
characters.
know. Well, no, it's his kindness. It's his kindness. He has kind eyes.
Sure.
He's very handsome.
And
Well, hello there.
First
Solo.
vent crawl of the season, not the last.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's
I
right.
love how Ken always does timeouts. Like does work in
But
real
it's when
life.
he's the only one that's acting out. He's like timeouting himself.
Oh my God, there was so much more
He thinks that
material that we shot.
apologizing is going to solve everything.
Okay, and now Hillary Winston was the one responsible
Yeah.
for this kerchief joke, right?
No one
That was-
got it. Yeah.
It was her insistence, but I have to say that when I watched this episode with a friend, this was the biggest laugh
Really?
of the episode was that right
I
there.
always wonder about that.
I was like, suddenly we're wearing green
It had to,
kerchiefs.
it had to be explained to everyone.
And also, total continuity lapse somehow.
Yeah,
Wait, explain to me. I missed.
just
It's
Hillary
so-
saying that basically this is a fashion thing that's happening among hipsters. And wouldn't it be funny
Well,
if
you
she
know
was
what?
wearing one and then he was
Yeah.
also wearing one and he...
It's like Ellen Page in Inception. She's always wearing a neckerchief. And then I saw Ellen Page at a party recently, and she was wearing a neckerchief. So
Okay,
it's
so
real.
Hillary's
Hillary
not
was
wrong.
right.
Really?
Yes, but it's like a total continuity
Right.
Yeah,
so
they-
you didn't have it on a second ago.
flub.
So he took it off because he didn't want to be anything like you.
Yes,
Exactly.
because I
Love
ruin
it.
everything.
I love it.
Oh.
Oh, Pumpkin.
I know
And hugs
everything's
all around.
everything's sad.
I ruined game night. I tend to ruin stuff.
Oh.
Oh, this joke coming up also was written by Megan Gans.
With the girl online, but then it turns out that it's a fat old woman.
It's the catfish joke.
I got so many angry tweets about that for ruining catfish for people. I didn't ruin it.
No.
You did.
Did Megan Gans wrote?
Megan
ruined it.
Gans ruined it.
Oh, the tag. Oh, there's an interesting story behind this tag.
Oh, tell us.
It's what you're going to see is incomplete. There's a whole end to this tag that got cut out.
That's right.
Because this tag is supposed to end on Gillian and Britta, and the gang all leaves the study room, and Jeff hands her a card on the way out, like he almost forgot. She opens it, and it's a
Tunnel's
happy
face.
birthday card, and she says, "Oh, thanks,
that face.
guys."
Oh, can't
But
see
by the
it.
time she thanks everybody, everyone's gone, and it's sort of unemotional. But we realized in post that it was the wrong time of year for Britta's birthday.
Oh crap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the birthday part of the tag was removed.
And goodbye.
Goodbye.
And goodbye. Thank you for listening.